Your life is not what you think it is. Pause. Let that sink in. Everything you've been taught about life, about success, about struggle, it's been a lie. Not by accident, but by design. And while you've been grinding, hustling, trying to fix the chaos around you, the ones in power, the so-called elites, they were taught something else, something hidden, something you were never supposed to find out. Because if you knew this, if you really understood it, your reality would never be the same again. What I'm about to show you is not theory. It's a universal law. It's not mystical fluff. It's measurable, visible, and yes, scientifically supported. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Ready? Welcome to New Paradigm. And let's uncover the mirror principle. The mirror principle, what they were taught that you weren't. Imagine this. Everything you're experiencing in your life right now, your bank account, your relationships, your health, your struggles, every single part of your external world is not happening to you. It's happening from you. It's a reflection. It's not luck. It's not karma. It's not punishment. It's you, mirrored back to you. Now here's the part the elites were taught as children. They weren't raised to hustle against the world. They were raised to read the world. They were taught that reality is not something you fix. It's something you project. While most people live their lives trying to fix their reflection in the mirror, the elites learned to change their expression first, and the mirror, the world, changed in response. They were taught that the outer world follows the inner world. Write that down. Or better yet, let it tattoo itself into your subconscious. The outer world follows the inner world. The hidden structure of reality, what you're made of. So let's break it down. What is the outer world? It's everything you see, hear, touch, the physical world around you. Your body, your job, the traffic outside your window, your bank account, all of it. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. What about the inner world? This is where things get interesting. Your inner world is made of two planes, the mental and the spiritual. Your mental plane is what you think, what you visualize, what you imagine, your daydreams, your self-talk, your visualizations, everything that goes on in your mind. Your spiritual plane, that's your emotional world, your energy, your connection to something higher, God, source, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it. And together, these two inner planes shape everything you experience on the outside. Now here's the kicker. Atoms, the building blocks of everything physical, are 99.9999% empty space and energy. Only 0.00001% is actual matter. Let that blow your mind. What we call physical reality is mostly non-physical. Even quantum physicist Max Planck said, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. Meaning, physical reality is shaped by consciousness. Yours. Why your life isn't changing yet. So if that's true, why haven't things changed for you yet? Because there's a delay. Here's what no one tells you. Your physical world is an energetic history. It's a history book, not a real-time reflection. So when you start shifting internally, thinking better thoughts, feeling higher emotions, it doesn't show up instantly in the mirror. There's lag. This is where most people fall off. They smile once in the mirror, expecting it to smile back. And when it doesn't, they give up. Or worse, they paint a fake smile on the reflection, pretending everything's okay while inside. They're still full of fear, doubt, and resentment. That's not how this works. Because energy must build up. You must dwell in the new frequency long enough. Think those thoughts, feel those feelings consistently, until the reflection finally shifts. This is why most people are stuck in what Thoreau called lives of quiet desperation. They never dwell long enough in the new energy for the new life to take root. The player versus the character, the game-changing perspective. Let's take it deeper. Think of your life like a video game. You're the character, walking around in the game world. But here's the secret. You're also the player, the one behind the screen. The character only sees the obstacles, but the player sees the bigger picture, the upgrades, the power-ups, the hidden doors. If you only live as the character, fully immersed in the chaos of the world, you'll constantly feel stuck, confused, and reactive. But when you connect to the player, your inner world, you gain access to perspective, wisdom, power. This is how the elites operate. They've been taught to play as the player, not the pawn. And once you do the same, you stop reacting. You start choosing. Inner practices the elites use, and you can too. Let's make this real. There are two inner practices that change everything: meditation and visualization. Meditation helps you unplug from the physical, reconnect with your inner self, and clear the emotional gunk that's distorting your reflection. It slows you down so you can become aware of your inner signal. Visualization, on the other hand, is active creation. You choose the scene, the outcome, the emotion you want, and you rehearse it internally until it becomes familiar, believable, embodied. You get what you think about most of the time. That's the rule, not what you wish for, not what you daydream about once a month, what you dwell on. And when you combine meditation and visualization daily, even just 30 minutes, you begin to reprogram your identity. Because that's the real secret. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. Daily alignment rituals for real-world transformation. But what happens after the meditation ends? What about the rest of your day? That's where moment-to-moment alignment comes in. You're always thinking, always feeling, always projecting something into the mirror. So why not train yourself to notice when you've slipped back into old patterns? That's why you need the wake up and breathe technique. If you catch yourself in a negative spiral, pause, take a breath, snap out of character mode, and reconnect with the player, then choose again. What would your upgraded self think in this moment? What would they feel? What would they focus on? Then, do that. Add in appreciation bursts. Whenever your mind goes idle, start saying thank you for your breath, for your home, for your body, for your vision, for your ability to choose. What you appreciate appreciates. Gratitude changes your frequency immediately. You don't have to earn it, you just have to activate it. And don't forget movement. Your body is your physical vessel. When you're stagnant, so is your energy. Move, stretch, breathe, walk, do qigong, jump, dance. The principle of correspondence says, as above, so below, meaning as within, so without, and as without, so within. Clean your physical space and your mental space will often clear with it. Identity shifting, the fast track to reality mastery. Let's end with what accelerates this entire process. Identity shifting. This is how the elites rewire who they are. They don't just think new thoughts, they become new versions of themselves. It's not enough to want abundance. You must be abundant. Not enough to want love. You must be loving. You shift your identity by practicing it, internally, emotionally, mentally, until it becomes your default. And once that new identity locks in, the mirror must reflect it. It's universal law. It's the mirror principle. And now you know what they never wanted you to learn. Your move. So here's a question for you. If your current life is just a reflection of your past energy, what's one inner shift you're ready to make starting today? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to see what you're ready to reflect into your world next. And that's it for today. If this sparked something in you, smash that like button, subscribe to New Paradigm, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next mind-shifting drop. Catch you in the next one.